peppers and award yourself an electrum piece, please.
Alrighty then. Just awarding. There we go. So, from last week, it is the Murder Mystery at the Grove episode, where we make good progress waking up in the morning after teaming back up with the swordfish, and we head over and we enter the Grove, where we see an encounter between members of the Aurora Watch and the Wastewalker clan. When this happens, Irvin Wastewalker decides to slip out the back before his old clan sees him, and we wave him off goodbye. And it turns out that there's been a murder of the Aurora Watch, and the surviving members are blaming the Wastewalker clan. We essentially break off to go and interrogate different people, and we get a little bit of information around with Kaiser and Samafrey heading off to Aurora Watch, Senda hanging around the two Satyr sisters, Kina going over to the Wastewalkers, and Styx going over to the Goblin family. It was a lot of talking, a few checks, with essentially getting ready for talk with Dead with Kaiser and a Zone of Truth with Samafrey when they prepare for the next day.
Indeed. I believe, did I allow Samafrey to have the Zone of Truth prepared?
No, what we were doing was we were going to get them all together the next day and then do Zone of Truth. So it was prepared, but we haven't used it yet.
Okay. So, we will begin, then, as we left off, as the separate parties go out to talk to all the various factions in the Emerald Loop, whether they be neutral or aggrieved. And then we ended the session with the parties coming back together, the Swordfish and the TBA, congregating to discuss what they have learned. And that is where we are. So, do you want me to review the evidence you have collected so far, or do you want to just go?
Review, please.
Review, okay. So, let's see if I can remember what you got. Okay. From the Aurora Watch, you discovered that the drow in question was murdered with a blade and a single slash across the throat, and that bugbear fur was planted in the tent. You also discovered, through a bit of discussion, that one of the Aurora Watch did hear the victim call out "Guh" before they were slain.
Guh.
Guh. Next up, the Wastewalkers. Both Maggie and Kina both decided on their own checks that the Wastewalkers were innocent from this crime at the very least. Furthermore, one of the Wastewalkers mentioned they did see something creepy on the night of the murder, which was a pair of eyes in the embers of the campfire. And when they saw this, they felt a horrible chill run through them. Furthermore, with a very high successful history check, Kina searched his memory for something that might fit this. And he got the idea of the inevitable end, and or the spectre of silent death, a ghost story in the Jurhashian wastes of a killer that strikes at night.
Was that spectre of solid death?
I'll put the two 2 pseudonyms in the chat now.
Because I just heard Spectre of Salad Death and I knew it was wrong.
The Spectre of Salad Death. Yes.
Devouring the
Salad.
salad. Must be pretty
Yeah.
fire, not gonna lie.
What else did you learn? Oh yes. Sender learnt from the Acorn sisters that they have indeed felt a powerful evil within their woods, within the Emerald Loop and beyond. But whatever it is, they have not been able to locate a exact location of whatever this presence is. Only that it is powerful and evil. And finally, Styx, after talking with the kind of little goblin clan, the little goblin family that are on the horizon back tortoise, learned from little Chesper that she saw a brow woman that she had not seen before walking through the camp on the night of the murder, and that when she saw them, the drow gave Chesper a little wave before continuing on and disappearing into the darkness.
Did they say if the drow was male or female?
Drow woman.
I believe they said it was a pretty lady.
Okay.
Pretty lady. And that, I believe, is all of the evidence you collected. The parties congregate. At this point, it is probably some point in the evening. The sun has almost entirely set at this point. It's just a bit of the sunset filtering over the trees above you, casting long shadows over the ground. And the campfire in the center of the caravans, the Waste Walker caravans, has beginning to kind of set that up for the night. What would you like to do?
I think we should consolidate the information. So Semifrey, around with everyone as we're all gathering for the night, kind of starts the ball and goes, so did any of y'all find anything? Anything interesting regarding the murder?
Interesting to say the least. Yes, for sure.
Yeah, the what are they called? Dryad sisters. They apparently sense some sort of evil presence in the grove somewhere. They can't really discern much else about it. Just that it's there and it's powerful. The Acorn sisters. Sorry.
Acorn sisters. Is that what they're called? The Acorn sisters?
Apparently.
Oh, it must be from oak trees, I'd assume. Oak dryads, perhaps.
Yes, for the flavour there. What was it called? Yes, the forest is known as the Wandering Oaks Grove. So yes.
That doesn't side well with what I find out.
And what did you find out?
Well, I have my expectations. I'm hoping I'm wrong. But it might be that there is a ghost brawling about.
Ghosts?
A ghost meant in killing.
Ghosts. Do you have anything substantial to back up that claim?
And
Well, I hope
what
I'm
made-
wrong, and
What made
I
you
hope
believe
that-
it was ghosts?
it's the story of one of the Waste Walkers told me. Last night he saw some fiery eyes just above the fire. Eerie feeling coming over him, and the way he told it reminded me a lot about stories I've heard before. Stories of a ghost killing around at night, silently.
A reminder that we've literally fought.
The spectre of silent death, Scott.
A reminder that
I hope I'm wrong, and I hope it's...
we've literally
sir?
fought What were they? Goblins? Hobgoblins that were the smoky ones?
Smoke hobgoblins, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, smoky hobgoblins that could do similar things. What makes you think it's a ghost?
Well, just the dots aligned a bit, and Sandra is saying what the Acorn sister said to it. Just aligns. Although, I'm hoping I'm wrong, and I'm really hoping that it's just some spellcaster just casting some illusions around and putting us on the wrong trail.
Well, let's not cut the fact that it could be something unknown. I'm not saying a ghost, but much like what Kaisa said, we've seen smoke hobgoblins, and you've heard stories of specters. And I'm sure that with a bit more investigation, those specters were probably something more than a ghost. And remember, once you rule out everything possible, what's left, no matter how improbable, is the truth. At this case, we haven't ruled out the possibilities, so we need to keep searching. So you've heard a ghost, and we've got proof that somebody's framing the bugbear. I think we need to dig deeper.
Anything else? Did anyone?
It's not much, but apparently the goblins up there saw a drow woman entering camp the night of the murder. Wasn't looking really trying to hide herself. She waved, apparently, before going into the dark. Not sure if it relates, but someone there.
Oh, a what woman did you say?
Drow woman. Like him, but woman. He.
Yeah, was there anyone... Yeah, neither the bloody Overwatch Regiment nor the Waste Walkers had any drow women, did they? So, we don't know this person.
There are drow women within the Overwatch.
Okay. But the goblin would have pointed out if they were wearing Overwatch gear, so...
Who saw?
Yeah, that
Who
goblin
saw?
said it wasn't one she'd seen before.
They could be... Well, if that's the person, they might be using some sort of magic to enhance their abilities.
And also, team, I don't know about y'all, but I was taught that never to believe in coincidence. We've got a specter of death, yeah. We've never seen it before. And suddenly we have a drow woman who we haven't seen before. I think there's a connection there. It's no coincidence two new things have popped up right before a murder.
Well, we are a new thing, although we popped up after the murder.
Exactly. You can't really suspect us. Or can we?
Okay. I don't know too much about, like, the Paladin Order of the Luxon and all that, but don't you people kind of know how to find those things? Like ghosts and stuff?
Yes.
Character break, Yorick, is that something that Paladins of the Luxon are aware of? How to find ghosts?
Paladins have something called Divine Sense. It's not foolproof. It's a little resource you've got where you can detect the presence of certain creatures, usually undead.
I do have
Yeah,
that. Sorry. I'm actually
Next
going to
minute.
say that to Styx. I'm going to be like, oh my god, you're right. I forgot I could do that.
How did
and
you
she just
forget?
goes-
How did you forget that you could sense undead?
Well, when you've been living with the half-dead long as I have in the slums of Jigal, you kind of forget to start looking for the dead. So,
Half dead?
and honestly, I haven't sensed any ghosts around here.
No.
But
Hold on. Circle back to that. Half dead?
yeah, half-dead liquor, drugs, gambling, hungover, in the streets, too full, too soft, too envious, all the
That-
sins, you know?
We're
There was
talking
just one for the
undead,
grave.
not vices.
Oh, not like zombies and ghouls and shit. No. Just half-dead. Yeah.
Zombies and
More
ghouls
It
are
looks
not
like this
full dead.
investigation has livened you up, I'm afraid.
Well, you know, investigation is something that I was trained for many, many years. Something I'm good at. So if I can lend those skills now to try and help figure this out, you know I will. You're my crew.
Sorry, side note. After hearing Sammy say half dead for people that are just drugged and drunk out of their minds. She's just going to glare. Just
Sammy's going to wink at her and just give like a indulgent wink and a half a grin.
No. Do not.
Can I channel divinity?
Yes, divine sense. With a divine sense, location of any creature of those types within 60 feet of yourself, and you know its creature type. In the same rate, you can also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated, as within Hammer's spell. Okay. For a start, for that last bit, the Emerald Loop has been consecrated by druids. It is a holy space. You can discern that it does have some level of protection. This place. As for 60 feet, celestials, fiends, and undead, you get some trace amounts of fiend from the tieflings in your party. You have Kaina, you have Prolix and Justice nearby. They're giving off kind of like vague, fiendish auras. Can I
cast that sense towards the fire?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Give me a religion check, please.
Oh, crap.
If you can make an argument for another check instead. Okay.
Look, I can't. I would have said history, but I've got the same disadvantage, so I'll stick with the religion check.
Technically, I'm not sure if my enhanceability would still be going off to give advantage on that.
That's true.
That's a good point. Yeah. Roll again. Well done.
Roll again.
Yay! 9. Okay.
I didn't choose the advantage button. I just rolled twice, so that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. With a 9, those are the only things kind of picking up the kind of trace amounts of fiend from your tieflings. The sense that this place is consecrated, but besides that, you're not spotting anything else.
Interesting.
Guys, I can't sense no ghosts. If there was one here, I would know. We can cross that out. No ghost. If anything, I think we should look into the connection between the eyes we saw over the fire, the history that kind of said he knows about this silent death, and the drow woman. I think there's a connection. Kind of tell us more about the history that you know about silent death.
Though I have heard many stories all around Jorhas, but spectre showing up at night. Spectre just showing eyes above a fire like the one we heard today, casting eerie feelings around. People getting scared without any prior notice why. That's all they could see, as far as I know. But the next day they would find somebody laying dead. The screams were heard. No traces left. Am I missing something, Yorick?
No. It's very much a ghost story that gets passed around Shorehas of very rarely kind of sightings, but just this feeling of being watched and then inevitably someone dies.
Well, Kana, do you think it's possible that legend could have actually been about a real person? Like a really, really stealthy rogue, perhaps, or an assassin? that was so good at what they did that it created its own myth, and that in
Oh yeah, for
itself,
sure. I would say if
because
somebody did that, I'm bloody impressed in them.
I'm impressed too. I've never heard that lore before, but
I'm not condoning their actions, but
no,
if
no, no,
somebody
no.
is capable of doing that, that's quite
And you've
talented.
never heard during your stories and your collecting of the stories, you've never heard whether or not that anybody saw a ghost. It was just the stories of what the specter did. Yeah, they didn't see nothing.
This fits into your wheelhouse, Sam. Afraid. Give me a history check with advantage.
16.
16. Yeah, yeah. Upon mentioning it, you can like search your memory and let's actually give you this little block of text about this. Oh, come on, let me sorry, 1 second whilst I yeah, let's give you a little bit extra on this as you search your memories as well and kind of like take information of each other. Put that down in the chat in 20. Those who catch a sight of her whisper of a nightmarish wraith, wielding daggers dripping poison, hair like fire, skin shielded in shadow, and able to walk through walls and mountains as if they were water. You start going back to this idea of this inevitable end as well, this mysterious figure that stalks your house.
Well, this is good and all, lovely folk stories, but if we come to them and say it was a ghost that killed the Aurora Watch, what proof do we have? They're not going to believe that.
Maybe we should find out how the story of the ghost, the specter of death that these guys think it is connected to the guard that died. Because if it was an assassin who's using the story as a cover, then why was he targeted? So how is he connected?
I think it's not really why he was targeted, but what his death achieves. Look at what almost happened if we weren't here. The Wastewalkers and the Overwatch would have killed each other. Blood would have been spilled in the grove. That likely would have
desecrated sacred ground, perhaps.
Do you think the Dryads would have stopped it before it got that far?
I think the Dryads would have been other targets, maybe. This is their grove. What do you think happens if a fight or even a war starts here?
I think we should talk to the Dryads.
Actually, would we know that kind of information? Would Kaiser or Samothrace know that?
That's actually true. I would be able to put together the clues, but not why the grove is important.
Just messaging someone there. Sorry, repeat that question again. Sorry. Would you know what?
If someone was to say spill blood in a sacred grove in consecrated, say, land or blessed land, would that have an effect? Say, weakening it. And if that was possible, would Kaiser and Samothrace know that?
I don't think I'd know that. I'd be able to put the clues together about who's at a disadvantage, but not because I know about the grove.
Yeah, Kaiser's a cleric of the Luxon. I'd say she'd be familiar with certain religious rites and such, and what to look out for. Bam! Who do you shoot?
No one. That was an accidental click. Side note.
It's possible. It's possible you'd think, but you wouldn't know for certain. There's no ritual that you can think of that comes to mind. If you want to give me a religion check yourself. 22.
Failing that.
You would think with a 22 that it would take significantly more than just spilling blood to desecrate and undo the work that has been done here by the Triant and maintained by the Aecon sisters.
Okay.
Yes, it might muddy the waters a little bit, but it wouldn't like just immediately banish the effect of the growth.
Okay, side note then, or alternatively, if that kind of legend regarding a ghost or a spirit or thing, would it have any connection to, say, before the divergence? Would Kaisa have heard about that in previous lives?
I'm wondering more so if it's not the grove that is the target of whatever this is supposed to happen.
Does Kaisa voice that thought?
Sure, because Kaisa lived before
Okay.
the divergence in another life.
Yep. In that case, I'd say both Kaina and Kaisa can both make their own history checks. I believe they're the only ones here that are that kind of like long-lived. Oh dear. Okay.
Uh-oh.
You also want a Kaina, right?
Yes, I will allow Kaina to do it as well.
14.
With a 14, it is possible. The dynasty has a lot of enemies. You would think nothing. State the question again so I can just get in my mind and see if I can give, because 14 is not a success, but it's not like an outright failure as well.
The question was whether or not we would have heard,
You've heard.
of this kind of thing. Because Kaisa had lived
I'd
before
say-
the divergence. I don't know about
Yeah, I'd say
Kaina.
with a 14 kind of who has, I don't think he's lived before the divergence.
No, he did
unless-
not.
but he is quite long lived. That again, the dynasty has many enemies. Trying to pinpoint one would be difficult. I'm actually going to get Gelsari to have a go at this as well.
Ooh.
Let's see if he can. Okay, so he's got Arcana, Investigation, and Nature. None of these are going to work here, so I'm just going to do an Intelligence. Let's see how well he does. Not very well either. Okay. He's 200 years old, but yeah. It's possible. You cannot, at this moment in time, pinpoint an enemy of the dynasty or something in the wastes that would match.
Perhaps it would be best then if we waited until tomorrow.
Yeah, we need more information about this person. See what they can do.
It's
Is
less.
that backed by anything?
It's less.
And
that.
find
It's more that Samafrey and I can cast a combination of spells that would force the truth out of, well, make people more truthful, and you can question the one that died.
and find out for real what this death actually achieved.
A good
What are you trying to
autopsy is always the best solution.
Let's have a good night's sleep, y'all. Anybody want some sleeping potion? She waggles up her flask with a big grin.
I do
Kidding,
think though
kidding.
that we need to have some people taking watching out for signs, for anything.
Wait, one more thing. Maybe what we were onto earlier, maybe it wasn't the Grove being targeted, but the Waste Walkers? Would someone want them dead? And saying, oh look, they killed an Overwatch captain, that might be the perfect excuse to get rid of them.
You're right. If they were exterminated by the Watch for being suspects, why? What have they got, or what do they know that somebody wants them gone?
Where's Irvin? Was he part of them?
No, Irvin didn't want to really be seen by his old clan, so he skedaddled before we entered.
We should probably
What?
ask him if they've got anything suspicious or any reason why someone would want them all dead.
It's less that. Io, do you know where he would have gone?
What? Irvin?
Yes, he probably shouldn't be alone when danger is near. Perhaps someone
I can
should
try and
bring him
I
back.
can try and go looking for him, maybe. I don't know, he's pretty sneaky.
Well, you should probably stick close. We can, I don't know, put a cloak over him, give him a hood, but he shouldn't wander far.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I'll go and look for him. See if she can actually find him.
Unless Galsariad knows any magic to detect those that are hidden.
Need some help finding him?
Double check his spells. Yeah, nothing that's going to help here, unfortunately.
Actually, would we have noticed that
Just-
Irvin's previously been sweet on Galsariad?
Oh,
Because was he being
I don't.
subtle?
Galsariad
Irvin.
or Irvin. You've not really spent a tremendous amount of time around the two of them just yet. Mostly it was just Io speaking to Chiavi, but that was mostly a private conversation. I'll say an insight check.
Ducky ducky.
I didn't notice.
Yeah,
shit.
you've not noticed anything particular. Galsariad Brooks, I don't have anything that could be helpful, and I'd rather not go hunting for him.
I do think though that if you're going to rest for the night, some of us might stay up and watch. Some people close to camp, some people walking around, look for any signs of in the grove.
Yes, but perhaps we shouldn't wander off alone at the moment.
No, groups of 2 to walk out into the grove.
I'll go with Io to see if we can find Irvin.
Right. Kaiser, give me a perception or survival check. Try and see if you can track him down. Hello. 20. Okay. With a 20, yes. You head off with Io to look for Irvin, and he's not too far away. He's about a 15-minute walk. He's kind of like set himself up where he can. You realise he's actually moved ahead of the group round to the east to where you're going to be going. So he's gone to a point hidden where he's waiting for you to leave the grove and go towards him. It takes you a little while to find that because he's kind of like taken a long route around the edge of the grove to get to this point. But eventually you kind of find him halfway up a tree, kind of snoozing. Io throws a rock at him immediately. Oi! And Irvin wakes up and looks down. Oh, shit. We heading out already?
No. But you should probably rejoin us.
No can do. Look, as I said, I didn't exactly leave the waste workers on the best terms, and I'm looking to just stay the fuck away from all of that shit.
Valid, but quick question for you, Irvin. Can you outrun a ghost?
I can run pretty fast.
Do you think you could avoid being murdered by something you can't see?
If you can't see it, you can still hear it, maybe smell it.
Cool.
Pretty spry.
Well, you didn't notice us sneaking up on you, did you?
I was snoozing. We're heading. It's nighttime almost. I was gonna make sure I was up early.
Yes, much like the Overwatch soldier that got murdered.
Shit. All right, could have led with that. Fuck.
Do you have a hood, a cloak? Something to disguise yourself?
Yeah, but that ain't foolproof.
You're in a group. We can cover for you. Stop messing around. No one goes off on their own at the moment.
Right, fine. I'm just gonna stay the fuck away from them, though. Okay, all of this shit.
No one's asking you to play nicely with them or talk to them. Just stay with the group for safety, yes?
Your thing, right?
After all, we're already down one member. It's best to have more eyes. No?
Right. And yeah, you get Irvin back to the camp with you.
Good.
And he immediately hides behind Tiki in all things.
While they are away grabbing Irvin, Kaina will look around the group, be like, well, just in case to be safe, I kind of remembered something from previous life, a nice spell that might keep us safe while we're sleeping. And he'll start ritually casting Liamon's tiny hut.
Tiny hut?
Just going around in a circle, sprinkling some dust on the ground at the end.
Okay, that's
a
8 medium humanoids, isn't it?
That's a 10 feet radius circle.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. It'll give you a significant level of protection, I believe.
I'd keep the savers up at night, and he will allow everybody from the TBA and the Swordfish, including Ozariat, and he will also include the our hosts, the Dryad sisters or the Acorn sisters, just in case that they want to talk and not be offended by being shut out of part of the grove.
That's fair. Yeah, they even probably even notice that consideration. Okay. So again, how many people can actually fit inside it? Is it 8? I believe it's 8 medium humanoids.
It doesn't state specifically how many humanoids it can hold. Of course, if you are in combat situation, then it is quite. I think it's just over 8.
In the 9 medium creatures. Okay, so 2024. Has it actually changed it in the 2024 edition?
I don't read any amount of creatures.
Even in Legacy, it's not saying.
No, in Legacy it is there. Tiny hut, 9 creatures of medium size. Smaller can fit inside the dome with you.
I'm
Spell fails. Yeah.
not actually seeing that at all. Hold on, I'll just post.
I don't see anything about 9 creatures in this text.
Yep, that is the 2024 description. The 2014 one is here. In fact, let's just.
Yeah. Nick posted it. Oh.
Oh, there you go.
Aren't we using 2024?
We are, yes. So it's 10-foot emanation.
Let's all get crammed together.
Yes. Maggie will look at it and go, best I sit out of this one. Prolix and Io will kind of get Javi in there as well. Irvin will stay the hell away from it.
Irvin, the people from the Waste Walkers, they can't even see you in there.
Not the point. It's the point of going to it in the first fucking place. Let me just hide here, okay?
Just leave him, Kaina. He knows what he's doing.
I trust myself better than magic. No offense.
And he's close enough. If he needs help, he can yell.
Did that come through?
Yeah, we heard you. Styx is actually going to stay outside. He just says, I'm just going to keep watch for a few hours first. Doesn't hurt to keep an extra set of eyes.
Okay.
Perhaps we should watch in pairs.
Yeah, so Avach. Mm-hmm.
Sam, you'll watch with Sticks. Oh, because I'm trancing anyway, so I'm not really going to sleep. So I'll stay up and watch with Sticks.
Okay. So, you might have seen that I've actually put the watch numbers up on this, so feel free to kind of set yourselves up as you wish.
I am still on a screen seeing the swordfish.
Oh, I've never moved you over.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm such an idiot.
I was like, that's fine, this is background. We're just up here and it's fine.
We're just chatting, we're chilling.
There you
Don't
go.
need a map for that.
Regroup with everyone.
Justice pudding.
Yep.
Justice pudding.
Oh yeah, what's Justice doing during all this?
She is setting herself up in the camp for the most part, in the caravan.
Is she just watching us all try to cram into a fucking tiny hut and just going, yeah, no, not doing that?
Yeah, she kind of looks over, she rolls her eyes, and lets you do it.
Is that probably about this size?
Neat.
If you can see it.
Yeah, it's a 10 foot, yes, it's it.
Gonna put
I
myself
can't,
at number 2.
I can't see anything. I'm going to reload my page.
Oh, can't you?
And there goes all my character sheets.
Can I keep this safe without escaping up some button? No.
No diagonals, please. That makes it bigger than it actually is. So when you're doing circle, either do it on a cardinal direction. So it's 10 foot is about that.
That
There
is
we
true, yeah.
So it's pretty small.
I like how we've got a weird Venn diagram of colors.
Okay.
Yeah, I got
So
snapped
yeah,
on.
that goes down to that's how it comes to 9 creatures. Because yeah, so Kleiner is in there. Are we using the yellow circle? Yeah, using the yellow circle, aren't we?
Use yellow. I thought mine was gonna disappear.
Why? Oh, you've gone to the edge. I was doing an emanation. Hold on, let's delete these. And Kleiner, can you let go of yours? And I'll just quickly. So it's 10-foot emanation. So there, on Kleiner.
Is mine disappeared?
I got rid of it.
Okay, because it's still showing for me. It's very strange.
Yeah, roll 20.
Now it's gone.
That's
Okay.
gone. I can still see it.
Oh. I deleted it from myself.
Okay.
How the frick can I delete that?
If you hover over the 10, showing the
Oh.
diameter or the radius,
Thank you.
there's a small bin icon.
I'm just gonna throw myself into the second watch.
Okay. Yeah. So we've got all the watches here. In fact, yeah. So we're going to move. Samothrace and Goblin Sticks. Are you going inside the hut as well?
No, we're staying
Yeah.
out for a watch.
Keep an
Okay.
eye on things.
All right. Galsard will head inside as well, and that is the people inside the tiny hut. I'm going to move them to a side here, and then ask who wants to go on what watch.
I threw myself into second watch on the thing.
Second, okay. I think Maggie is on the same mind as you. She takes second as well. Ina, do you stay up for
I guess I'll go fourth watch.
fourth watch? Kinda?
I guess third watch.
Third watch, okay. First watch, Goblin Sticks. Samothrace, you can take 2 watches being an elf.
I'll take first
fact-
and last. Can I do that, or do they have to be back to back?
Yeah. You can you can totally do that. Okay. And Sender, do you want to take third and fourth, or just last one?
Wait, what's Samurai doing?
First and last.
Okay, yeah,
Person.
I'll just take the. I'll just take the last watch then.
Just the last. Okay. I was going to stick with Javi. So I'm going to go. I think Donald will go on third. Galsarid will take first and second watch for his plants as well. And get these guys aside. And Irvin will be kind of technically on the fourth as well. All right. First watch, Goblin Sticks and Galsariad. Galsariad will head over to you, Sticks, kind of join the watch. I'm not exactly sure what it is you do.
Yeah, me either. This whole idea that we've got this is a weird adventuring group. You've got the swordfish, which is great. You want to be adventurers. You want to do this. I think half of this group is doing it for their own reasons, whether they be selfish or for the greater good. But I honestly don't think half of them are good people.
Well, that is brutally honest.
Look, we've got a task. We've all seen stuff. If your group had gotten that vision in the cave, perhaps you'd be in my shoes as well, but we're together, we're moving on. Right now, if we don't figure out what happens here, it doesn't hurt us too much. We move on, we've still got things to do, but it would be nice to have a place of refuge.
It would. Although I don't think we're going to be here for more than this night. We should head off afterwards.
You're right. Keep moving. I don't want to sit down in one place too long.
Onwards to Bazazan.
Didn't want to go there, but this is where the cards have been dealt.
Oh, right, I'm still asleep. Never mind.
Side nods. It seems that way. For what it's worth, I don't want to go there either.
Yeah. Oh, get there soon. I'd get it over and done with.
Or it gets us over and done with.
That
Have
looks.
you ever been?
God no, that's a desolate shithole. I'd rather be in a nice little city. But yeah, we have to
It's
go
not
there.
desolate. It had its own population. A garrison, more like. And demons fucking everywhere.
Demons or devils?
Demons, for the most part, I believe. There have been the occasional devil, but it is mostly creatures of the abyss that spawn there. There barely goes a day without an incursion. So close to the betrayer's rise.
Well,
They're constantly spawning.
if there's a garrison there to help give us some defense, protect us, that would be definitely welcome.
It's what they do. It's how they die. Galsari just leaves it at that. Give me a perception check if you like, Styx, as well. 16, okay. Yeah, you have a good look around. You are kind of confident that nothing is going to be happening on your watch. Galsari keeps his eyes out as well. Neither of you spot anything during the first watch. Second watch is Kaisa, who is BRB'd.
I'm back.
Maggie and...
I was
Oh, welcome
listening.
back.
I'm back.
Okay, let's do more perception checks. We've got Maggie. Okay, Maggie does a pretty good job.
Perception checks, you said?
Perception check, please, yeah.
Oh, good. There it is. Oh, okay. I'm alright with that.
No. Oh, that's a crit.
Yes!
Okay. With a crit, you don't see anything directly, but during your watch, at one point, you do see a shadow in the trees, just a brief flicker of something there before it is gone. And again, just the briefest hint of a pair of fiery eyes looking at you before vanishing.
Can I cast Detect Magic?
Absolutely. Ritually or as it is?
Just as it is. Is there a difference?
Whether or not you use the spell slot. Yeah.
Sorry?
Casting time. Casting time. Ritually, if you use it, it's going to take 10 minutes plus the action cost of one action. But it doesn't use a spell slot. If you cast it as with a spell slot, you just do it like that within the 6 seconds of a turn.
I'm gonna actually just cast it like that, just because.
Okay.
I know it's may make all the difference between actually detecting something.
Okay. And what do you do?
Just trying to see if there's anything of note.
Do you head towards where you saw the eyes? you head off
Well,
into the woods.
How big of a circle am I sensing? Oh, within 30 feet of
Detect
things.
magic is 30 feet, yeah, so you need to get pretty close to things.
How close to us is it?
You saw the eyes. Where are you right now? You're roughly in. Yeah, you're kind of sitting there. You just spotted it. Over to the east side of the camp.
Kaisa probably wouldn't leave safety. But
Don't be a sook.
Don't be an idiot.
Kaisa has common sense, unlike you idiots. She knows. She's not. Actually, did it notice me looking at them? Looking at it.
That is a good question. Do you try to hide the fact that you spotted them?
Yes.
Give me a deception or sleight of hand check, please. 14. Okay. With a 14, you try to hide the fact that you spotted them. Give me now an insight check, please.
Insight? Okie dokie. Oh, fuck.
Natural one, okay. You're not sure if they saw you or not. You're not sure what. All you know is that you spotted the eyes briefly, and then the next instant they were gone.
Okay. Kaisa's just going to whisper to Maggie.
Be alert. I saw the eyes to the east. Don't make it obvious you're looking.
Maggie stretches herself out. Is that so?
Indeed.
I don't suppose we have a plan.
I don't know. I've prepared a spell to see if it comes close to us, but unless I get up and move around, I won't know.
Wake the others, make a show of force, head in that direction.
To what end? It would make the others in the grove nervous.
It would also make the hunter, or whatever this creature is, nervous.
But they would also know that something's aware of them.
You want to, in that case, lay a trap.
Possibly. I don't know whether it noticed me noticing them or not. Any thoughts?
The fact that it is still here would suggest it has purpose.
Yes, but for what?
We know so far that it has murdered. Is it going to murder again? Is it merely curious to see what happens? The idea previously mentioned of, I believe it was you, to a dissonance, an aggravation between the dynasty and the waste walkers. we stopped that. Rather, you stopped that with your presence. Do we think they are likely to try again? Or do we think they're just watching?
I don't know. We could try springing the trap. Or testing it. After all, they saw
What
it.
is the trap? What is the bait?
Well, if the two of us were to, say, take a walk in the general direction, or perhaps circle around the Waste Walkers and then walk in between the Aura Watch, we could possibly figure out who the target is, who it's more interested in. But we'd have to wake up some of our companions to let them know.
The fact it was in the east would suggest it was either going for the Waste Walkers or the Aura Watch again. They're the ones closest. Or I suppose the Dryad Sisters as well.
Well, what do we want to do? We're aware of it. It may not be aware of us knowing it's there. We could either be a deterrent or a test. What say you?
I would suggest a deterrent.
Well then, perhaps we should act as if we are waking the others for the next watch, and then play it off as if we're stretching our legs. Burning off some energy before we go and rest.
Right.
Alright then.
So, yes, Gaston is kind of listening to all this as well, but leaves you to it. You wait until the third watch, is that right? Or do you just go... This was relatively early on in the watch. You can wait until the third watch and then just kind of wake them up, get Kine and Dermot active as well.
Yep, do that.
Okay. So you hold off, you act casual, and third watch you go to wake Kina and Dermot.
Oh, well, what's up?
Wakey wakey, sleepyhead. It's time for the next watch.
Oh, yeah, alright. I was deep in sleep.
Kais is going to kind of lean a little closer and just lowly whisper,
Keep your eyes and wits about you. I saw the eyes. Maggie and
And Garnet is just immediately awake.
Don't
Saw
startle.
him. Where?
Don't startle. Don't let on that you know. Maggie and I are going to stretch our legs as if we're still restless before we sleep.
we're going to
I can...
We can notice anything or detect who is the possible target.
Before you head off, I can... cast a bless on you.
Make it subtle.
And you can act normally in here, they won't be able to see inside the dome.
Make it subtle. But go for it.
Kinda walk there and cast a bless on Maggie and Kaisa.
Give me a deception or sleight of hand. I believe Bless has all of the different material components attached to it.
Yes, but the dome will make sure that at least the outside is opaque, so you can't really see in.
Actually,
The sleight of hand wouldn't be really it, I
Oh, yeah.
think. But
Actually, that's a good point.
Yeah.
The eyes wouldn't have noticed me noticing them then.
They're an illusion.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So we know it's there. It doesn't know we know.
Okay.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
Okay, and also Sender is up as well. I just noticed Sender put that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to do third watch as well.
Okay. So yeah, Dermot kind of like goes to everyone as well. Then, so what you want us just watch whilst Kaisa and Maggie go for a walk?
Yes, watch our backs. We want to
Don't-
see if we can detect who the targets are.
Don't get yourself killed.
No, I'll leave that to you.
Kaiser's just going to smirk at Sender.
Shark bait.
Okay. Okay. Ooh-ah. All right. So can I get perception checks then from Kaina and Sender? And I'll do one for Dermot as well.
Perception check.
be mindful, the plus is only for the first minute.
Right. 19 is solid. 14 is decent.
15?
Okay. All right. Maggie follows your lead, Kaiser. What do you want to do? You've got a minute of bless.
Good. Kaiser's just going to make a very, very well. Going to just act as if she's stretching out her muscles, like her limbs, I should say. And just kind of say to Maggie,
I'm feeling a bit restless. What about you? Fancy a walk?
It's always good to have a little stretch before one goes to sleep, yes.
A way to calm the mind, I guess.
and Kaiser's going to just set out over this direction as if to walk between the Waste Walkers and the Aura Watch.
Okay. All right, Maggie. Yeah, put yourself where you want to be. Maggie's going to head out as well. So bless is on Maggie, Kaiser. Anyone else?
I'm not on watch yet.
Just for now, he does put it probably on Dermot, just to give Dermot something. But that
Okay.
probably wouldn't matter that much, but...
Let's find out what happens. You start heading over there, Kaiser. Can I get a further perception check from you, Kaiser, with advantage? I'm going to do one for Maggie as well.
Can I do that with... How do I do the advantage thing again?
I believe on the top of your sheet you should have a little toggle. If it's not there,
Oh,
then
yes.
just
Yes,
roll
yes,
twice.
yes. Perception.
15. Okay. So you head on over this way. Yeah, I am going to give you this. As you head this way, you hear a gurgle. And being a cleric and having kind of be very familiar with this, it is definitely the death gurgle of someone. And wouldn't you know, I did roll for this previously. I'm not sure if you saw that. Joward is murdered.
No.
What?
What?
He's in Disney today. No.
And
There's no way
that,
to prevent that? No way to react to that?
you No. Whatever you're facing here, their stealth is off the fucking charts. And you do not see this happen, but you do hear it. And just for a brief moment, you catch sight of the culprit as well. And let's give you a shift set of her face for a moment. And also, if I can give you the art as well, if I can remember how to freaking do that on these sheets. Oh my gosh, how do I do this? Is it here? No, it's not that. Give me a minute, I'm going to find it on another page and copy the image to you.
You ever just have a
I w-
stupid thought and be thankful you caught yourself before you said it?
What were you thinking, darling?
I was about to say, if you can't tell, just hold your monitor up to your camera.
Where the
I'm
frick
marrying
am I?
this man.
Yes, you chose this man.
Come on, roll 20.
I was
Don't
gonna say you've had
punch me
more than
now.
10 years to realize he's an idiot.
Yeah, but he's my idiot.
Let Let's put it on Discord and roll 20. You see very briefly this woman phase out of the back of the tent of Joward. Look around briefly, see that you two are there, and she has been spotted, and shoot off into the woods as quickly as she can. I will allow you to roll initiative if you want to try to do something, however, in this case. So let's actually move these guys apart and see if you can beat her on initiative.
Okay. I'm down for it.
All right, roll initiative for me, please. 10, okay. Shit. Got a 9. And Maggie,
Fine.
Oh!
13. Okay.
Suddenly a rock comes from the side.
All right. We are in initiative. You three are able to kind of like see this happen as this drow woman, not walking but rather floating, moves out of one of the tents where you kind of heard this gurgle. Notices she has been spotted. You see as her eyes narrow as she looks towards you, Kaiser. Maggie is going to charge forward and then throw her hammer at the drow. Let's see if she can actually hit. She does not. She kind of throws this hammer. It goes out wide as she kind of runs towards them. Kaiser, what would you like to do?
1 second. I'm just double checking. I'm going to cast Dominate Person.
Dominate person. Okay.
Through the bloody end.
Link the spell for me, please.
I don't know if you've actually added that to my character sheet.
Alright, 1 second. It is dominate person though, correct?
Yes. That's what it says on the thing for the bloody end.
Okay. That has been added to your sheet now. You should see that
Under spells?
right at the bottom.
Right at the bottom.
Humanoid. Okay.
Okay, link that.
Okay.
Level 5?
Yeah. Kaiser has a very powerful magical item on her person. As Izilzi goes, oh, interesting. Let's see. Make this save. Okay. You reach out to dominate this person. It is strange because they are floating. They are literally flying right now. And you go to try to dominate them. They look over, look at the weapon, and just crook a small smile. The spell does not take effect. And you watch as she, in one round of combat, shoots off away from you into the woods, about 240 feet. Just gone. And
It was
we are back
Damn
out
it.
of initiative.
It was the right thing to do. It just didn't work.
Damn it.
Now, I'm assuming this wasn't loud enough to wake us as we're in a hut.
Correct. They were because they were close enough. I'll tell you what they got on their last stealth check. They got a 29 on their last stealth check.
Jesus
So
boy.
Christ.
you could have not stopped the murder itself, but you did hear. It took 2 hits to kill Jawad. So he was able to gurgle out some pain, and you did catch that.
Jawad was tough.
What would you all like to do at this point? Yeah.
Wake the Aura
A
Watch.
message back. Tell her that Jared's dead.
Kaiser's
Do you
going-
wake us up? Like,
I'm
at
not
all?
even near you guys at the moment.
Not too far away. Yeah. So, let's, Kaiser, what would you like to do? What would you like to do?
She's going to turn to Maggie.
Wake the others. I'll wake the Aura Watch. Actually, should we even wake them?
She was raising her giant maw for a second, about to slam it into the ground. Yes or no, Kaiser?
For what, attacking? Or continuing to
No, waking them up.
Would it actually do anything to wake our companions? The Aura Watch, we should make them aware.
Are we waking them up, Kaiser?
Yes. They should
She
know.
brings the maul down onto the ground, and it gives a massive thud sound, which rings out throughout the glade, and does wake everyone up. Dermot comes out, Garcard comes out. What is everyone else doing?
Dinah for now will stay in his dome, otherwise it will disappear.
Right.
Stender's just going to look out towards all the commotion, just say, "Oh, for fuck's sake!"
Sammy comes out and heads towards Kaiser.
Styx is just gonna follow behind the group, just keeping a little bit of distance, just to watch.
Yeah, Stender's going to do the same. Just watching what the fuck is going down from a distance.
Okay. So the Overwatch also start kind of like piling out of their tents, looking to see what's going on. One of them does look inside and finds Jawad dead with 2 knife wounds, placed one across his throat and then one into his heart.
Jawad, no!
I did actually roll a dice to see who they were going to target, and it landed on Jawad.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
what we all say. He just needed an NPC gun. An NPC he didn't plan for.
I've let our real friend Jared know. He said he didn't want any ghost chops after him.
Don't put any of your ghost chips through.
and yeah. What you will do?
I come out and ask Kaisa what's going on. Like straight over. We're investigating this together. What has happened? What new thing is happening?
Well, there's been another murder. But we know who did it, at least.
And yeah, you convey that information to me. I jot it down in my little notebook.
Kaisa's going to turn to both the Aura Watch and the Waste Walkers and just say to them,
You can rest easy. It's neither one of you responsible.
The Waste Walkers look over. The bugbear goes, "What happened?"
There was a drow woman who was flying, believe it or not.
Wow.
Like
Looks over to the Overwatch. Are you blaming us on your own killings?
Not every member of the Aurora Watch is a drow, remember? Sammy just calls out, like shaking her fist like a little old lady.
Kaisa's just going to kind of massage around like her brow, just going,
She wasn't a member of the Aura Watch. Unless you can't. Well. Why would she kill a member of the Aura Watch if she was part of them? Use your brains. We saw her skulking around in the trees. We had set up a watch knowing that there was danger about. Had either of you,
looks to Aura Watch and the Waste Walkers.
They all looked. One of the watch members calls out, Does anyone have any restorative magic? Any raising magic? Or
I do not.
a way to preserve them?
I have a way to preserve them.
And Kaisa will use... Was it ceremony? No, it was last rites, wasn't it?
It's...
No.
I'll keep from gentle repose.
Gentle repose... Shit, did I have that actually prepared? I do not!
Okay. Were you on second watch, weren't you? So you've not had your long rest yet, though, so you can get it prepared for the day after, if you so choose.
Yeah, I'll do that.
But yes, you were able to discover the stalker.
Either way.
A brow woman,
Mm.
seemingly made of smoke and fire, multiple arms, multiple blades.
Kaisa's going to relay that description and ask either party, have either of you seen this drow woman before?
You talking about the swordfish, or are you talking about the Aurora Watch?
The watch and the Waste Walkers.
They, between them, kind of like come to the same conclusions you've had already, that they are a ghost story that is told to frighten children and often soldiers as well, who patrol the wastes. And all of them now terrified of the fact that this thing is stalking this group, or is present here in the Emerald Loop.
Right. Seeing this, Kaiser's going to throw out a suggestion to both groups and the Dryad sisters, if they're there. Perhaps we should set up a group watch and possibly group together now that we know there's a threat out there and lurking. After all, many eyes are better than none.
The Waste Walkers, the kind of bugbear that's kind of in charge, does offer. Right. You're all welcome around the fire. Plenty of light makes hiding more difficult. Get out of those tents, they're too vulnerable there. Fire's for everyone. And the Overwatch do take up on the offer.
The question is, should our parties move closer as well?
I can stay inside if you wish to go back to the hut. Although I would recommend either the hut or the fire is the safest option right now. Either way, we witnessed what was doing this and everyone is on their guard now.
Good.
Chances of a repeat occurrence is significantly more limited.
Well, we've at least...
On the other hand, Galsarid does call out, you may have just made a powerful enemy.
Thankfully, I'm used to that.
Lucky for you, I guess.
We call this a learning experience, Gulsariad. Try to keep up.
Gives you a withering stare. I'll be in the hut.
Vix is just gonna pass Galsariad, and as we go walking by, just going, just be thankful. This could have happened on our watch.
That would have been shit, yes. Dermot rushes back inside the hut as well.
So, you guys made any plans out there? Or just stay the night for now?
Let's keep the tiny hut up, please.
Yeah, we haven't gotten enough rest for the day. Might as well finish up. We can figure what the hell we're gonna do about this guy, woman.
Sammy turns to Kaiser and says, now that we've got this, we know it's a real person. I think we can include who she is and what connection she has when we do the truth tomorrow. Let's say we get some good night's sleep, make our brains fire proper in the morning.
Indeed.
Kaisa, Mati, can you describe for me exactly what you saw? How did this woman look like?
Like a drow. But she was flying. Multiple arms. Smoky.
Breathed in smoke.
And of course the glowing eyes.
Does that ring an extra bell for Kaina Yorick?
I will allow, yes, another after you've got this. And in fact, Kaiser as well. If you want to do history checks with advantage now to get the full skinny on this figure.
Okie dokie.
Not that high. Ooh!
Wow. History is not my strong point.
Okay. Apparently not.
For all the history she's lived, she can't remember shit.
Yeah, Irvin got a 13. I'll have Galsariad have another go as well. Oh my god. 8. Anyone else you might know? Let's see. Maggie is pretty well read. Let's see if she can get a decent roll. Maggie crits.
Oh, go
Oh,
Maggie.
Maggie read about it in an obscure book.
She's got keen eyes. It's in the name.
Well, I was once at a library and I had this book.
Yes, you were close to the answer already with what you were discussing previously. If the description matches almost perfectly. A nightmarish spectre and ancient assassin. An assassin of Lolth.
Right.
She has many names. And as far as anyone knows, and people have tried, she is unkillable. Or rather, if she is killed, she always comes back. Truly, this stuff of nightmares, I did not even think of this person as they were a myth. There was one
Some myth I haven't
story.
heard before.
This is a story of the calamity. It's at the end of the calamity, there were armies joined to hunt down this drow. The inevitable end. They were able to slay her and tear her body into separate parts. The Savalair Wood elves took her head to Velethil, whilst the drow's heart was hidden in the Lotterton Greenwood under a red ruth tree. They butchered her, they took her body apart. And scant years later, there were reports of her hunting again, and her head had disappeared. They dug up the tree. There was no heart. The other body parts all gone.
So she can reform. Lovely.
So we just need to deal with her without killing her.
She acts as a ghost. She can... We saw her literally move through a tent, through a solid object. How do you catch something like that?
Well, the only way that I know you can capture creatures like that is send them off to another dimension. Hide them there, lock them up. But I'm not powerful enough to do that for sure. I don't think anybody else here is.
We do what she was trying to do. We get her. We make sure that she has an enemy of. She is the enemy of someone very powerful. That way, she'll be too focused on evading them to focus on us.
Side note, Yorick. After Kaiser cast that spell, the drow smiled at her, didn't she?
Yes. In fact, that's a good point if you want to do an insight check.
Yeah, I might. Just standard roll.
Standard roll. Crit. Frickin' hell, Kaiser. Frickin' hell. With a crit, there was recognition there. She knew exactly who you were and what she was dealing with when she looked at you. You saw that immediately in her eyes. You also, with a crit, did not see any intent for her to harm you either.
Interesting. Anything else, or just that?
I think that is a lot to go on already with the crit. Yes, you get this. You get the sense that whilst she may bear some malice about being caught, she was. It was almost. There was some frustration there. There was also a look of well played. And there was a promise that this will not be the last time you meet.
Oh, joy. Joy, joy, joy.
Well, good news, Sender. You partially get your wish. And that she'll be focused on someone stronger. Would you like to know the bad news?
Is there ever anything but bad news?
There is. After all, I just gave you good news. Didn't I?
Is her boss coming after us instead?
Kaiser's just gonna meet Sender's eyes.
She recognized me.
Well, shit.
Yes, yes.
Oh, I'm happy I remember this tiny hut spell. Huh, will come in handy.
It will.
We are going to
I'll say as well,
good use.
she recognized the weapon as well. She recognizes Zielzy.
Kaiser's just gonna say, yeah,
She recognized me and other things. They may have piqued her interest, so to speak.
Piqued her interest as in she's going to kill us, or she's going to ask you some very pointed questions?
Less the former, possibly the latter. Then again, she may just view it as a game. What's the matter, Sender? Don't you want to play a game?
I was expecting more heroics instead of enemies and more enemies and more people dying on our watch.
Well, I don't know why you're upset. You're already playing a game. A high-stakes one at that.
just shifty side-eyeing him.
I don't know what to say to this. I mean, no one even saw her. I'm guessing you saw her by complete chance?
I was paying attention. But either way, you're not the only one with an interesting weapon in the party.
And Kaiser's just going to let that slip as she prepares to, rest.
Okay.
Actually, no, never mind.
Kaiser is mysterious, doesn't elaborate, goes to sleep.
All right. So everyone, get your long rest in. I'm also going to call break at this point. What should we say? Back on the hour? 15 minutes thereabouts?
Yeah, it sounds good.
Okay. Oh, you actually managed to catch them. Oh my goodness. I had something
That
else
was
entirely
such a
planned.
good roll. Come on.
Yeah, I had something it was going to be a crit or nothing considering the stealth rolls this freaking woman is capable of. So yeah.
Well, makes our life a lot easier now we know what we're up against.
No one has done that before. No one will ever do that again.
What? Catch something unexpected in the act?
One second, I'll see if I can find the clip. Second.
But yeah, I'm also going to grab a cup of
BRB.
tea.
Okay.
BRB indeed.
I'm sorry, Eric. Am I derailing your D&D campaign again?
No, not at all. This just means you're getting information earlier than I was expecting, but that is good. That is fine.
Not sure I like that. Stop that.
Yes. There are wheels turning, and you are aware of one of them now.
So we've put one hamster in a
Another
wheel to spin around.
Except the hamster is also fully capable of killing us.
Yeah, they're a rogue that can, with a speed of 80 feet, can move through walls, does 10d6 sneak attack damage. Yeah.
Hey, Eric.
Mm-hmm.
How about you stop that? I'm just going to turn off my camera while I eat. Cause I'm hungry.
You have successfully avoided the clusterfuck I had planned for you this session.
Yay!
Woo!
Go Snacky in your high rolls.
So now,
How
in
not
fact,
to make
let's...
the DM happy. Oh, my
No,
planning. It's gone to waste.
It's fine. Like I said, I planned for this occasion as well. Let us.
Oh shit.
He's planning for our bullshit. He's learned.
No, I just understand. Yeah, you've always got to give a good chance for players to succeed. You can't just set them up to fail. You need to be able to give them the tools to get out of the traps you set as well.
Everyone needs a good chance.
No. No.
No.
No. Do not.
Maybe a bunch of chances. A whole little flock of chances.
No.
The morning comes. There are no further murders. There are no further sightings. And the first thing that you find out as well is the two dryads, do come over to speak with you. Specifically, they look to talk to Sender as well, individually, but they do go to the group and say, Robo steps forward. The presence that haunted these woods, that ghost, that drow, we can sense them no longer. They are gone. We are
just
as
carry them off.
certain as we can be. Yes.
The swordfish and TBA at your service.
You didn't do
Yeah,
anything.
they smile, and I think, for this you're going to get a few rewards for actually pulling this off with minimum bloodshed. They're going to give each of you a charm of vitality.
Ooh.
So let's see if we can actually find that.
Are we looking in the compendium?
I'm trying to see if I can find it on this. Okay, it's not here, so it's in the DMG. Okay, so yes, I will.
And when we drop
Link
that, we can't have our character sheet popped out. Hey, we actually have to drop it into our character sheet.
Correct. Oh, it's got a 2024 version as well.
Yes, it does. I just saw that.
Hey.
All right, come on, load roll 20.
So just add that on.
Just add that onto your sheet. It's a one use only, but it is powerful, and it.
What was its name again?
Charm
Charm
vitality.
Charm of vitality.
Charm of Vitality.
Oh wow, it's not even
Charm,
telling
of
me what
course, is spelled with a C, not with an S.
Wait, no, that didn't add itself to my inventory.
1 second. Let's. Oh no. So, that's useful. 6x6 charm of vitality. No. So, charm of vitality. Everyone gets one of these. And what this does is you can once use this, and it is basically works as a very high level potion. Let's actually find something I can actually link to you.
Okay, that didn't add itself. What the hell?
They're in the when you add it, it's in the features and traits in
Oh.
the other.
Features and traits. Oh, it is too.
2024 one.
Potion of vitality.
This
Yeah.
charm allows you to give yourself the benefit of a potion of vitality as a magic action. Once you do so, the
Yes.
charm vanishes from you.
When you drink this potion, it removes any exhaustion levels you have and ends the poison condition on you. And for the next 24 hours, you regain the maximum number of hit points for any hit point die you spent. So this is good for.
I'm
Okay. This is good for getting rid of levels of exhaustion and poison, and then setting you up for a long day of adventuring. So where you intend and expect to spend a lot of hit die. So it is good for that. It's one use only, but it is powerful.
Now watch us all forget that we have it.
I will
I'm trying
remind
to
you.
click on it in the bloody compendium, but it's blocked for me.
If it's not working that way, then you want just what was the potion called again? Just add a potion of vitality to your sheet instead if it's being weird with you, or reload the page. Yada yada yada. And
I have
yes,
to say, this is a lively gift.
Ooh, this is nice.
Roba turns her head in curiosity. It will help with your life, yes. And they do not get the pun even slightly. Okay. The Acorn Sisters do want to take Sender aside as well. And Sender, after you finish, I'd say actually, if you wanted, because you are technically a drow, you could trance and had enough time before your long rest, before the watch, to no, you would have tranced. What you would have to do is you would have had to start trancing. You took the end watch, didn't you? So yes.
Yeah, the last few watches. So if I started the bloody plant growth spell, then it would end 4 hours after everyone got up.
Yeah. So you'll be staying in the grove for maybe a little bit longer to finish the plant growth. But yes.
Doesn't.
This is worth saying as well with Sender. He is sat meditating, and as he does, those with the ability to kind of detect magic, to witness and understand such things, I'd say Kaina would be aware of plant growth. That is on the druid on the bard spell list.
It is.
So Kaina, you recognise that what Sender is doing. He's casting a plant growth right now. The 8-hour version.
Kaisa would know he's doing something because she cast detect magic.
She would have picked that up as well. Yeah. And slowly around Sender, the grove is getting a bit greener, a bit richer as well. Just spreading out slowly over the entire area. And the dryatists go and sit down, and as soon as they sit themselves on the ground, they start blossoming as well. Flowers budding and blossoming in their hair as they sit around Sender. Yeah, before I forget, let's keep on that scene for the moment. And they smile and begin to kind of sway along with the vocal incantations of Sender. And Lenata this time speaks. My thanks to you, our thanks to you, Sender. This feels very good. As well as... Yes?
It's nice to be able to actually do something positive. It's been a tough week, but... Well... I don't want to seem ungrateful, but there have been a couple of deaths here, but... It's good we got the problem out before any more unfortunate... Yeah, any more unfortunate killings. Sorry, I'm bad at this.
That is all right. We lack understanding in many social norms also. The people that come through here, though, are endlessly fascinating. It is a pleasure to serve them.
I am curious, though. Do you think that assassin, from what we could gather, or at least theorize, she was definitely trying to spark some sort of conflict between the Aura Watch and the bloody Waste Walkers here. I'm not sure how that would have played out. Whether she was targeting them, or if she was targeting this grove somehow, trying to turn it into the site of a battle, possible war.
Repeat that question, sorry.
I'm unsure why she was trying to spark a conflict between between the Aura Watch and the Waste Walkers. Do you think you might have been the target somehow? Would a conflict... Well, she was trying to spark a conflict in this grove.
We are neutral. We see the conflict between the dynasty and those that wander the wastes. Yes?
It's just all such a strange spot for this all to happen. Everything lining up here. I mean, the fact that she showed up to attempt these killings the day that we showed up. And then there's everything happening outside the grove. Something is happening in the world, and I'm not sure if me being here was chance or something is trying to push me in this direction.
Speaking of pushing you in a direction, we have been in communion with Melora, the Wild Mother.
Oh, that's... Is she... well? Sorry,
They look to each other and kind of giggle slightly. We are quite certain Melora is well, yes. Sender? But we mention this because there is a shrine in Bazuzan for Melora that would require help.
I see.
We believe Melora wishes you to head there and repeat this magic there at her shrine in Bazuzan.
I understand. We're heading in that direction anyway, so it's quite convenient for everyone involved.
We know.
Thank you for being kind, I guess. It's nice not having to keep too many secrets from people this time.
Trust is not something Fae often deal with. We prefer trickery, but also loyalty. Perhaps in your case, loyalty to your companions would be enough?
That sounds nice. I want to be loyal to them, but I don't feel like I want to depend on them too much. I'd rather not become more of a bother.
A lone tree rarely stands for long. Only as part of a forest do trees truly flourish.
Depends on if the
As
trees
is with
can get
nature.
along.
That is up to you to understand.
It's not my understanding that I'm worried about. But they, honestly, with how our problems seem to keep amassing, I I'm fairly confident that this is going to be one of the least surprising things once I do finally tell them.
The Fae are often misunderstood, often mistrusted, often feared. Again, you can only prove loyalty and hope that is enough.
Okay. Guess I better start planning how to... Start planning for something, I guess.
Roba leans over and get ready for the innuendos. Touches the sword. And as she does so, vines move from her hand and twist around the hilt of the blade, and tightly twine and infuse themselves into it. It's going to give a a +1 bonus to the sword.
Both attack and damage?
Damage, yes, just make it a +1. So I believe this already counts as magical, but this is going to give it a +1 to kind of bump those numbers up a bit more. Just a minor buff
numbers
right now. Bump those numbers up, and you have a mission now to go to this tree in Bazazan to see what awaits you there.
Okay.
I'm just wondering if that flew over Jack's head the entire time.
Yes, I know.
Good. Good.
But yeah, the dryads continue to kind of bliss out as you enrich them with your magic, and the grove itself. And from there,
not gonna say what immediately popped into my head. Hearing you say that.
Good.
And yes, what is everyone else doing? You've got a few hours now to see to yourselves. Kinda, you remember the Waste Walkers promised you a +1 weapon as well.
There's a reason I'm already standing there.
I see. Yeah. Yeah. Should we go to you next, kind of then? You head over, and find the two groups not necessarily getting along, but not being antagonistic with each other anymore. They're still kind of like segregating themselves, but in such close proximities, they have moved away from suspicion to kind of like acceptance of each other, at least.
So, I don't know if you've already heard it from the Dryads, but the ghost has run off, it appears. I don't feel the presence anymore. We're safe for now.
That's good stuff. I mean, honestly, I preferred if we just had like some random crazy lady going around killing folk, but...
it's kind of a crazy lady. 6 arms and all.
Yeah. But either way, thanks for helping out and make sure nothing worse came of all this.
Will be ashamed to die for something you didn't do.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it happens way too much to outsiders. And he just glances over with comment towards the Aurora Watch.
Yeah, they look over as well, give you a quick nod. Waste Walkers then open up their shop to you all. So besides giving you a +1 weapon of your choice, they also have access to a bunch of basic equipment as well. I will see if I can link this, or do I need to? I'll snip it.
Anybody interested in a +1 weapon? It's not really my forte.
It is not after 1, and he's not there as well.
Wait, where's the snippet?
He'll just shout out through the grove.
Yeah, you can go and talk to the group.
Oh, there it is.
Maybe Javi would like one. She hasn't got a dagger or sword. Sorry, yeah. I was the first one this time.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Samarfrey has, I believe, at least one magical weapon. Kais already has +1. Sander's just been given +1. So,
Wait,
we could.
Where are we getting the +1 weapon from?
Oh, sorry.
Kinda
made an arrangement with the Waste Walkers that if he solved what happened, they would give him a +1 weapon.
If we solved.
Well, you made the agreement.
Yes. Well, they offered it.
What does a healer's kit offer in regards to rolls for healing?
That is a good question.
Let me. Healing?
Yeah, but a potion's like 50. What is a healer's kit?
Healer's kit, you use an action to stabilize someone, so that you don't have to do a medicine check. It just brings them to stability.
So you mean that they don't have to make successful death saving rolls?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, Samarfrey would like to buy 2 healer's kits and 1 potion of healing.
The healer's kit has 10 uses, so you only have to buy 1.
One of each.
Dear Waste Walkers, I don't see it immediately, but do you also have something like clothes laying around? Wouldn't be probably the best to their liking, but I did promise to buy Javi a new set of clothes.
Do they have clothes?
Oh my god, that's right! You have to buy Javi clothes! I forgot that!
It's all in pairs.
But Javi isn't awake to choose the clothing.
No, so his mindset is currently promise is not fulfilled yet, but at least there's something hopefully something better for the wait till we get to a city with actual clothing stores.
No check required. They'll have travelers clothes available here for like 2 gold pieces.
But they're just something 1 piece. They seem to prefer that.
Yeah, they can give you all sorts of basic clothing and such. If you want, it's nothing too fancy. You're not sure how Javi would react. And without them here to say so, yeah, it's up to you if you want to get if you'd rather go into a town and get some fine clothes, maybe that would do better. But perhaps they would prefer travelers' clothes.
His idea right now is just something that if it doesn't fit, then promise not kept. But if it does fit and they are happy, then maybe why not?
Okay, 2 gold pieces for a set of travelers' clothes for Javi.
I'm gonna grab a set of traveler's codes as well, just as a spare set.
Okay, yeah, 2 gold pieces. Samarfrey, so did you get 1 or 2 healers kits?
1 healer's kit, 1 potion of healing. I've just dropped it on this sheet and taken off the 55 gold.
Okay, I'll say they'll give you a little bit of a discount and give you the healer's kit for free in that, so add 5 back.
Hey, thank you. I'm always here for a bargain. Okay, and now that they've solved that, Sammy just kind of takes Kaiser to the side and says, "Hey, when you got a sec, can I talk to you?" just when everyone's finished with their shopping.
Wait, who are you talking to? Sorry.
To you, Kaisa.
Okay.
Now's as good a time as any.
Sticks would do. Oh, sorry. I was just going to say Sticks would go and just buy another parchment of paper, just one sheet, as he's very low on funds. But what I would also do is last night, because the tiny hut was full, Sticks would have gone to the goblin family and woken them up and warned them about what has happened, and to first thing in the morning take the family and head east. And I will actually forego my long rest.
Actually, it was West Versarius, but thanks.
I had it the wrong way around. Yeah, West Osiris, and Styx will forego his long rest to stay up and watch over the goblins.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so if you're forgoing the long rest, that would mean a level of exhaustion, I believe.
I got 4 hours sleep. Yeah, I did get 4 hours sleep, but I didn't get the full rest.
Yeah, I know there's rules for this that I need to find now. Let's see if I can find it within. No, of course it's not under sleep. Exhaustion? No, it's not there. God damn it. Okay, 1 second. What are the rules exactly? Because I can make a ruling easily enough. That's a spell. I don't want the spell.
We can do this later. There's nothing about that.
Yeah, this is just annoying me a bit now. Yeah, can move on. What does whilst I'm looking for this, what does Samothrace and Kaisa talk about?
Right, so she takes her away where nobody can hear them, basically, and she said, "Look, this whole little mystery thing has kind of proven a few things to me, and one of those things is that even though we have very different views on things, a bit of a different background, I mean, I like you. I know I can be a bit of a salty pill to swallow, but I trust you." Because through all my observations, you're the one person on my list who isn't a suspect in something that I'm investigating. So I just thought that I should tell you a bit more about myself, so that basically the next time we come across something like this, we don't have the little hiccups with the rest of the team, and you might understand a bit better and maybe help be on my side.
Before you continue on, it may be an idea to go to Whisper, so we as characters or players also don't know.
Yeah, that would be good.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So we bring a Yorick with us?
Yeah.
I guess so,
no,
yeah.
if you can, for just a sec.
Yeah. Jump to Whispers then.
Is that with or without me? Sorry.
With?
You know the story, but if you wanted an update, just a refresh, sure.
Yeah, let's move you over.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
That's okay. You're in trouble.
So, Samothrace turns to Kaiser and says, I basically just need you to understand a bit more about where I come from, because it has been noted by 2 or 3 people now, and most recently just in our investigation, that you especially have noticed that I understand some stuff about investigating that I shouldn't know.
Hold on, I can hear Nick in the background.
You can hear me.
Tell Nick to shut up!
Sorry, I just told him to be quiet.
Good. Yeah,
So basically, you didn't just find me in Jigal the way you think you found me. I was
nice
looking
to
for
realize.
something. So, my name is Samifrey Despares, and I was a high-ranking investigator with the Aurora Watch for nearly 100 years. I'm about 200 years old now, give or take a few, and I am not inducted into the Luxon. But something happened.
Wait, repeat that last little bit.
I am not inducted into the Luxon. But I do worship it. It is my god. And I'm waiting to prove myself before I can be inducted into the light. I was high ranking and I was very respected, which is why a few of the folk that we've come across have recognized who I am. Now, the reason I'm telling you all this is because I'm hunting something, and I think that you have the chops to help me find out who I'm looking for. So about 20 odd years ago, I lost a serial killer known as the Hook. Now, he was tearing folk up. It was horrific. I'd even go as far to say it's demonic. He was using this hook as a weapon, and we never found the murder weapon. We just found the victims, and they were torn up. And every time we cornered this bastard, every single time, he got away. Now, I was a lead investigator, and I had several people underneath me, and as a highly respected person that I was, everybody expected me to figure it out. So I got a lot more chances than everybody else to figure it out. Well, one day we finally cornered the bastard.
Mm-hmm.
He slaughtered a whole group of people. And he was a tiny little fellow, and he had this hook in his hand.
I've just camped outside the door to the turtle.
1 second.
Smack him.
Yeah, and basically.
I've got. Talk.
Sorry, 1 second.
Just smack him.
Sorry. So basically, we finally captured the bastard. And just as I came towards him.
Sorry, he is still coming through.
Yeah, I know he's still coming through. 1 sec. And just ignore it, Snux.
I can't hear you over him in the background.
Okay. I can't leave the office for this, so just deal. Yeah, so basically we found him and cornered him. And then right as we were about to capture him, we realized that this young fellow was inducted into the Luxon. So we can't kill him because, well, obviously he's gonna get reborn. We track him down, we corner him. I go to slap the cuffs on the bastard. Well, everything goes to shit. I don't know what happened next, but my folks were dead. His body was dead. And I've spent the last 20 years looking for the body he was reborn into. My superiors were furious.
I didn't expect us to get
they wanted me to take a leave of absence.
So you're searching for a serial killer? One that's been reborn? Anything of note you can tell me about him?
If you're talking, I can't actually hear anything.
Yeah, I'm still here. I can't hear Kim either right now.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's anything significant about this killer.
It's a panda.
Just squints suspiciously at you. Hold on, I just got a message. Oh, I think they lost power. Or internet.
Oh no!
Yeah, brown out
Oh no!
here.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the internet just dropped.
Okay. Let's just jump back into the main chat right now then.
She says 1 sec.
1 sec. Okay. Oh no, she's there. There they go. There they go.
There they can both go. Yeah. Lost PC and net. Yeah, restarting now. Okay.
Hmm.
Jeez, I wonder how many more enemies can we add to this campaign? Oh,
Yeah, there's quite a few. We shall be discovering about goblin sticks and such in next session because they're off the next 2 weeks. I definitely want to give them something to mull over after next week. But we'll get to that next week.
I like how we're essentially playing keep away in a D&D campaign with players. Is what Beck will be back next week, but Nick and Kim won't be. They'll be heading off. Somewhere.
Yeah. Oh no! Next week everyone should be here.
Oh, excellent.
And then the next 2 weeks we'll be missing Nick and Kim.
Gross.
Holidays?
I know, holidays. Everyone's gone on holidays. We're still waiting on our freaking holidays.
I mean, I'm just sitting here for the next
Thanks,
4
Annie.
days, having 4 days off. Also, tell Suze hi.
Lucky says hi. Yeah, off we go entirely. I'm just going to drop in the main chat again.
Okay. Yeah, we'll drop back in.
What?
Yeah. Have you? You know what's going on right now? Nick and Kim have DC'd. Okay, Cat's Kim jumped on a phone there. They've just had an internet down. I don't know how much of that you caught.
Didn't you just do this, Ulrich?
Huh?
When you entered, I see.
Oh, fuck! The Moopsie is free!
Oh no! Oh no!
What do we
That
have on
was
the
a-
soundboard?
Bloody amazing episode, though.
What's this? Wraith awaiting launch orders?
Wraith awaiting launch orders.
What the fuck?
That's StarCraft, almost certainly.
Good old-fashioned discipline.
Y'all need some good old-fashioned discipline.
More StarCraft 2.
This. Okay.
Yep, you're finding them all.
Free Shabbat!
Hello,
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Not clicking that one again.
I like how we. Oh.
Yeah, that's there.
This one's for back.
I drop kicked that child in self-defense.
Oh, shit.
Yep, you found that one.
It's titled.
They've got
It's titled
they've got
as
a soundboard.
abandoned ship.
Yeah,
I'm like, well,
yeah. Yeah, okay, the
Wow.
abandoned ship music, that plays in fucking Subnautica, and only when your goddamn submarine is on fire and about to explode.
cool.
Only then.
I can picture Beck right now. Face palming. And just
Yeah, oh,
staring
she'd be
as
having-
if she's in the office. Like, what the fuck are you eating?
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck?
Something like that?
I am going to commit great crime. I'm going to bust nut in water tower.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah, no,
Not
not doing
that
that.
one! The one
This
before.
server. This server.
What the fuck happens on this server?
It's full of degenerates. It's wonderful.
Oh!
Okay.
Hey, bitch!
Oh, what?
It's Christ.
Okay, we can stop that.
You say that.
Ой, блядь!
Okay. Serious question for you two. Casper and Jack, do you want Beck to hate you when she comes back? Because I can imagine her listening to the recording that I'm going to upload and her going, what the fuck?
Well, we're just waiting on Nick and Kim right now.
Use your communication
Didn't you just
skills,
pause the recording
sweetie.
then?
No.
Or soundboard.
Okay, I want it noted for the record that I'm not encouraging this, but Yorick is.
Thank you, Yorick.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I tried to derail the train wreck.
Wow, that sounded a lot like some hardstyle there.
Poor Beck, having to listen to this.
Oh, yes! I hate this! It is revolting!
Ah, but Yorick has Nitra, so he can use all the sounds he has.
Yeah, I've got Nitro, so I can be the absolute worst.
Oh god.
Just the office. I'll kill you!
Was that the bite of 87?
Oh god damn it. So many stupid goddamn memes.
Alright,
Welcome
yes.
to internet culture. Memes. Memes everywhere.
Beck, if you are listening, we're just waiting for Nick and Kim to boot up again.
Oh, she's listening.
There's been a brown alert.
The one brown note in our session.
I see from other servers so many amazing sounds that I can't play right now.
Pay for Nitro when you can.
That's how they get
Yeah,
ya.
but I'm not going to pay for that.
Hey!
Yeah, sorry, router, but it takes 5 to 10 minutes to boot.
Right.
No problem. Just on the phone right now, aren't you? Okay.
No.
Oh.
Router, my PC's up. Router's on. Kim's just logging in now.
Kim's back in whispers.
Okay.
Yorick.
All right.
Jump
Oh,
back.
hi Kim.
Hi.
Shall we finish? Shall we attempt to finish that conversation?
Yeah, it was nearly finished when we cut out too.
All right. Off we go.
Yeah.
All right, Snacks, where did you hear up to when we cut out? Because I don't know when it cut out.
I don't either. Oh,
Right,
wait,
so-
no, I do remember, I believe I asked, if, so, that was your main goal, with, hunting down this serial killer.
So I hunted him down with my people, and we cornered him. It's a big pile of bodies, and I don't know what happened. So I don't know what happened, and Sammy gets kind of like PTSD. Something went wrong. He was inducted into the Luxon, so we couldn't kill him. We had to arrest him, and next thing I know, my guys are dead. He's dead. The murder weapon's missing, and I'm standing there covered in blood, all alone, with no one to arrest, knowing, shit, he's going to be going into a new body. That was the last thing we wanted. This was why I was put on the case, was to arrest him. Any old fart could kill him.
No,
So
that's not, you can't just willy-nilly kill someone who's...
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But I don't know what happened. The next thing I looked around, he was dead. I had blood on my hands. Anyway, so I went back to headquarters. I reported in. There was hell and high water. I mean, the murders had stopped, great. But now there was going to be a resurgence, because anytime, as soon as this killer came back into a new body, he was going to keep doing what he was doing. It broke me. They told me to take a leave of absence. I said, I wasn't no good anymore. They were like, no, stay on, fix it, start at the bottom, they'll be back. It'll be only 20 years. It's nothing for you. I said, no, my folks are dead. I had youngins, I had rookies with me. They trusted me. They're dead. So I packed up my bags. I said, I'm not worthy of the Luxon. I said, I'm not worthy of this role. I gave him my badge, and I left. Now I've been at the bottom of a bottle, waiting for the last 15, 20 years for signs of this killer to come back. I moved myself to Jigao because I thought, well, great place for anybody to start would be there.
I have a question for you then, Sammy. Yeah. What makes you think the killer is going to kill in the same way again?
Wasn't the first time. This was the second body we found. The second person. With the same murder weapon.
Yes. What I'm saying is, in this life, if they were smart, they would have switched up their method of killing.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, but they didn't. This was the same murders, the same murder weapon. It was a serial killer across multiple bodies, multiple incarnations. So I've been waiting for this next person to come around, and I said to them, I'd find them myself.
And have you found them yet? No?
There have been signs. I knew that this killer, he was too smart for all of us. He wasn't going to go to no big city with police force and Aurora Watch watching everything he did. One of the few places that they don't have a presence is in Jigao. So I started there. I set myself up as a base. I got a job as a PI. I had a little office. I made friends. I made myself known. For the last 20 years, everybody in Jigao knew who I am.
I remember years ago,
and because of that, I would know when something started happening. And I started hearing rumors. Over the last few weeks, there was a murder. Now, I don't know for sure that it's my guy, but all the signs point to yes. Now, from what I can understand, if I keep following the signs, I'm going to eventually find my killer. And I have a suspicion that it might be either one of the swordfish or somebody in our own party.
That's right.
There have been some signs based on evidence I've collected. Mostly, it's been from a feeling. You get those after being an investigator for as long as I have. But it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier to allow people to think you're an incompetent drunk who flirts too much than to let them believe that you're actually investigating clues. Now, through all of our time together, you're the one person who could not have been in any of the places. You've told us about your past lives. You've told us where you were. And none of that matches anything even close to the previous lives of the killer I'm chasing. So I trust you.
I have a question for you then. What exactly should we be looking for?
The first thing is any of these people start going away on their own. Their bodies start showing up, like what we've just found. This was a little bit of a stark worry for me.
Two friends.
Injuries in the shapes of hooks, obviously, like claw marks, bloody, gory. This murderer, he liked things gory. He liked to rip apart his victims. But you haven't come across that yet. The closest thing saw is this barbaric trap attack, but clearly it wasn't it. Another thing is dark magic. Nothing specific. It's kind of similar to how we've been seeing those black tentacles come out of sticks, but the last killer didn't have that exactly. But anything that doesn't fit the norm. Additionally, there's a lot of smaller clues that were left behind. I've got notes upon notes, but no one's really hit every single clue just yet. There's just been a lot of things that a few people have. Like, for example, Sender, he's not telling us everything. He is instantly suspicious, and he was new to Jigao. So when he showed up, that was instantly something that worried me. He's also the right age group. Styx is another one. He's the right age group. Javi and Dermot. No, not Dermot. Prolix. Now, they say they came from overseas, but see, my killer could come from anywhere. But then
No,
again, they came
that's-
far enough away they're outside of the Luxon's influence. But how do we know that they weren't born over here? How do we know that? So, as long as I know, everyone but you is a suspect. And I just wanted you to know that, because now that we've investigated this together, I know that you are clever enough to help me figure out these clues.
Guys that I played with.
And
There was me and
to help
Australian.
keep my cover.
One guy that was
If anybody
in
sees me
England,
investigating shit, and
another
I
one
seem
that was deep
the
Scotland.
happy-go-lucky little fighter that I am,
And our last guy was
well,
Saudi Arabian.
I'm hoping you'll have my back.
We all spoke English.
Okay.
You know I got yours.
Hold on, Nick is actually interfering with sound now.
I tell the difference.
Yeah, I know. It's alright.
He's
I'm done.
Well, let's see how this goes, I guess. But a side note, I'm not sure any of them would be capable of what you're describing. Besides, how does one hide a hook easily?
Well, it's only about the length of from your fingertips to your forearm.
Accent is
That's still fairly large.
Not on a small person. That's a small hook. Think of it like a fishing hook, like one that you would use with a wooden bell end to pick up big fish under the jaw when you're deep sea fishing. It's a hook like that.
Again.
That is a slow and horrible way to die.
Also, side note, that hook is
Kaiser, please roll me an insight check.
Insight? Let me just go to the thing. Insight. Am I rolling this so everyone can see?
Up to you. If you want to mess with people, go for it.
Yeah, mess with people.
Yeah, mess with people. Oh,
Ouch. Okay. Okay. Yes, you get nothing. That was just for searching your mind for any suspects that might match Sam Frey's description, but no one comes to mind.
Either way, I'll keep a eye out, I guess.
I appreciate it, and thank you. I'm trusting you, and I appreciate you trusting me for touching your weapon as well, and that voice in your head.
Yes. But in the meantime, I have something I must do.
And I've got people I must drink in front of. Let's go.
I've got bodies to touch. Oh, good. We can go back, I guess.
Yeah, let's keep on going. Let's get you back.
I think this sounds more like a Wastewalker voice. Jesus, Yorick.
I love it.
Hey.
Whoopsie.
Anyway.
I'm getting so scared. Not Moopsie.
Whoopsie.
Now that we're back.
Thanks for that, guys. Appreciate
Okay. Did I miss anything on the main chat?
Not really.
We're talking about games, accents.
Now that we're not in Whispers, Kaiser's going to go towards Jowett and the other dead Aura Watch and cast the Gentle Repose on both of them.
Right. Yeah, you go to do that. I believe that is... Can you do it as a ritual, or is it...
Let me have a look. Action or ritual?
Okay, yeah, so you can ritually do this. Absolutely. Brilliant. Okay, so you've got plenty of time this morning to do this. Also, yes, Nick, I did actually find the exhaustion rules as well. It's in the freaking Xanathar's Guide of all places.
In the which guide?
Xanathar's.
Xanathar's, yeah. It was the con saving throw.
Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna say if you did that and basically forgo, is that how you forgone? You forgoed? Forgo. Yes, what is the... Yeah, either way, please give me a con save if you're basically trying to keep awake through the most of the night. You've got 4 hours, but you do need at least 6. Lower the DC a bit. Okay, 21. Yeah, you're fine. You don't get the benefits of your long rest, but I think you've only just spent 1 spell slot, haven't you?
Pretty much. I just wanted to look after the goblin family.
Yeah, they're looking after you, and I think with the 21 as well, they feed you plenty of caffeine as well.
That's a horrifying thought.
Caffeinated sticks.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm trying to think. That's yeah. These guys are very hospitable. Let's actually give you something for this as well. Please roll me a D100 sticks.
Understood.
Uh-oh.
63. Okay. Okay. Alright, that is the most annoying one to get, but that is fine. They just for a little bit of thanks, they give you a spare spell scroll, a first level spell scroll. Now the question is, for what spell? Now I'm going to go onto my player's handbook.
Oh no.
Sorcerer, look at my first level spells to see if you can get these. Sorcerer spell list.
Oh, now I remember what I forgot yesterday evening.
5, 6, 7, 8,
I
9, 10.
found the 2024 Dungeon Master Guides at the local game store, and it's really hard to get one these days. I forgot to bring it.
Roll me a D22, please, Nick.
A D22?
So slash R base D22. 60. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, do you already have magic missile?
Yes, I do, but I'll take another one.
Okay, yeah, you get a scroll of magic missile for your troubles as they kind of come up.
Oh, we don't really want to use this anyway. Between Pops and Papa, we can look after ourselves. But thank you, Sticks, and it's... Might we ask why you're so concerned?
But just, you've got a good family here. I want to make sure that you get any help you can looking after them. Goblins gotta look after goblins, because there's not many people who will look after us.
Have not turned my camera back on. They are happy with this, and they basically say to you,
Well, if you ever find yourself heading over towards Osarius, look us up.
Will do. And Stick's gonna head back to the party. You take care of them now.
okay. I think I've only got one more thing that I had planned for here, and that is going back to Sender briefly, as Prelvir comes to sit next to Sender as you're casting plant growth.
Oh, hey.
What is all this, Nilton?
Well, the sword can do magic, and one of the magics it can do is apparently enhancing the plants. So,
Apparently?
I made a promise to the Dryads that I would do this for them. So I'm just finishing this up. They gave us information that helped track down the assassin,
I'm not saying it's a bad thing, Nilton. I'm asking what is going on with you.
It's a annoyingly complicated situation, and listen, I found this. Okay, I found this blade. I found that when I focus through it, I'm able to cast magic, and I ran into some trouble where I was, so I thought I'd come over here a little bit, ran to the adventuring group, thought I might stay with them for a while.
Powder from the 1990s.
And then I ran into you. A lot is going on.
And this is the compact.
Look,
this is the YSL powder Ecrin jewel powder. It still has its
once you're
little
done, are you going to
plastic
come
cup.
home?
Yes. I'll try to come home. Just need to head over to Baz's End first.
Mother is not going to like the answer of try. Can I have your word?
I will do everything I can
This
to get down to
so nice. Let's see
get
how
down
the
to
formula is.
to get home. Once my job is
Formula
done.
and texture is nice and thin. It
Shouldn't be
smells
too much
like old makeup. I don't know if you've ever smelled like your mom or your grandma's makeup. It smells a little bit old school, a little bit makeup.
He looks to you.
But texture on this is actually quite nice. It's quite thin. I hope
Without
nothing
any
happens
text
to my
required, you
face
see
after.
he's frustrated with this answer. It's a kind of yes, but it's not a promise. What he's looking for, and he
Stand the test
shakes
of
his
time.
head. Do whatever you want to. That's what you've always ever just done, isn't it? And he heads back to the watch.
Sender's just going to look down for a bit and yeah, just small look of determination appears on his face briefly. He's gonna finish up the ritual.
Okay. Give me a charisma saving throw, please.
This, let's see. Is this anything to do with the charmed condition?
It's a saving throw.
Okay. It's just that Dark Elves have an advantage against charms.
Elves do, in general. It's not that.
This is a sender specific thing. Unbidden from your lips, sender, the word brother chokes out from you.
Ah, shit. Okay then. Just look toward the rest of the group. Better get it over with sooner rather than later. And yeah, Sender's just gonna go back to concentrating on the ritual.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I have to leave in a couple of minutes, so who knows?
Okay.
to
I was
start
just
ending
going
it
to say,
this time.
is there anything else that anyone wants to get done here in the Emerald Loop caravan stop?
Dix is good.
Kaiser's good.
Okay.
Sam is good. She's taking a drink.
All right. So we could finish a bit early, or we could keep on pushing on. Start going through the next day's travel.
Now let's finish all together. So Casper can head off.
Yeah, and also
Okay.
like a little bit shorter, so there's not too much left for Beck to catch up on. And
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. It'd mostly just be a bit of filler until we can actually get stuff sorted next week as well. So what we'll do is yes, we'll do that. We will finish now and then start off at a sprint, hopefully next session. And then I need to work out exactly how I'm going to write Styx and Samarfrey out of the campaign for 2 weeks as well.
Good luck.
Okay, so what's happening next week is...
Next week is, well, we're going to get player-wise. We're getting we're getting back. We should have, in theory, all 6 players back together, and then the following 2 weeks will be down Styx and Samarfrey.
yep. I don't think we have any other Wednesdays through to the end of the year that have booked anything for us, so we should be good.
Cool. Okay, so yes, we'll be dealing with that and making it work in game next week, and I need to do a lot of work for that, but that should be fine. And I'll say as well, thank you, Kim, for bringing that whole story to the forefront there, even if it was only Kaiser that heard it.
Because of the reasons that were explained, she's the only one that was allowed to hear it at this stage. Yeah.
It's cool. The party is slowly coming together, bit by bit in different ways. It's not the instant mesh that this party's achieved, but kind of very slow, tentative partnerships and friendships that are forming bit by bit. It's very interesting. I'm digging it. Okay. All right. So yeah, the session that I was expecting didn't exactly happen, but
thanks, Sal.
and no, it's fine. It's fine. You have more information now and know something more what to expect. A servant of Lolth, the Cadologist, is hunting you. The silent spectre of death, the inevitable end, is aware of you, and you are aware of them. And what that will amount to, you do not know yet. We'll get to that.
We'll find out in a later session.
Yes. But yeah, thank you very much, everyone. Let's do Electrum so Casper can go. Let us go from the top. Styx. Nick, who do you want to give yours to?
Look, we're gonna have to go with Kaiser for finding the baddie. It just worked. It was beautiful.
It's a perfect role.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cannot deny those natural 20s. And Kaiser, Sanaki, who do you want to give yours to?
I will give mine to Sammy for the RP between Kaiser and Sammy. It's very good.
It was good. Yep.
Yeah.
No?
Kaina, Casper, who do you want to give yours to?
It's really difficult this session. Everybody did great things this week, but I'll be going for Styx, Nick, for just watching over the Goblin family. It was sweet.
That was a sweet little moment, yeah. Samarfrey, Kim, who do you want to give yours to?
Snaps, that role. Just brutalizing the session, bulldozing Yorick's hard work. Far out.
What it was going to be is, yes, the murder was going to kick off a big old fight, but because you managed to catch them at the end of the act, at least,
and Jared's
none of that
dead.
happened.
Oh no!
You killed him.
Yeah, I was like, okay, roll a d6. 1 to 4, it's just one of the regular guys. 5, it's Joward. 6, it's Trelvir. Landed on the 5.
If Trelvir had died, oh my god, would Sender be okay?
I don't know.
Yeah. and I need to start working on that as well. It's time to start ramping this up now.
Sender would
And
be
sorry,
okay. Yeah, Sender would be okay. Milton wouldn't.
That's
Sender, Jack, who do you want to give yours to?
Kaisa, for doing something incredibly stupid, like, I don't know, going out into the woods when there's a incredibly deadly assassin about, and it's somehow paying off.
I never went. Kaisa never went on her own. That's the difference. Kaisa was buddy systemed up with both Io and Maggie. Because Kaisa's not an idiot.
Numbers are negated by superior firepower.
Superior firepower is also negated by numbers.
I shall throw my inspiration towards Sender for really struggling with the Dryad sisters there.
And missing out on 2 tree girlfriends.
Yeah.
You were so close, Jack. You could have had a menage a leaf.
Menage a leaf? Jesus Christ, Kimmy.
With that, I'll be heading off. See you guys next week.
Bye, Kaina.
Yeah, see you all next week.
Bye.
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 Menage a leaf. Really?
Menage a leaf. Well, it couldn't be menage a tree because it sounds weird.
No, that
would have
menage
actually
a tree.
worked.
Yeah, that works better.
3.
It's a threesome.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah, that's
threesome,
better.
That's cringeworthy enough that I can feel Beck cringing from the future.
Are you still recording?
Yeah.
Yeah,
she's
Beck.
gonna hear it.
Jack missed out on a threesome.
Jesus Christ.
Get out of your own way, Jack. Go have the threesome.
I'm really tempted to send a link to the interspecies reviewers with all of the mushroom girls.
Ah, great. We're cosplaying that. Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh no.
Oh, I can't wait.
Alright, I'm going to start recording here.
Okay.
Just for the sake of Beck.